show hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Laughs and madness can make you spin. Shit tales roll Florida's king. The podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of Chicanery, Shithousery, and all-around shenanigans. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, colleague, co-host, and Mark Safe from Sweeping Man Bear Pig. Anthony Caruso.
Man Bear Pig? Where did that one come from? Mark Safe from Swooping Magpies.
Oh,
Uh,
well, I am
Must be
just
those-
waking up.
yeah, no, that's fair. No, it's it's magpie season here in Australia at the moment, so you know what that means? They get nasty.
Oh, dear God.
Oh boy, and don't worry, that's going to be coming up in one of the stories. Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are, right around this great world. Not only am I safe from Swooping Magpies, I am, of course, safe from Man Bear Pig.
Or as we know him in the States, Blood Serio.
Well played, sir. Well played. It's it's been a weird and wonderful week. We've got plenty to get through tonight, so let's not waste any time. We've got to get things rolling here straight away, and we've got to do it by visiting one of our great, dear sponsors. Who, well, we're going to need him a little bit tonight, so we figure we might give him a big plug.
Need to clean up some fallen down trees or deal with an unwanted body? Then look no further than Woody's Woodchipper Emporium. At Woody's Woodchipper Emporium, we have the very best in materials and equipment to be able to clean up any mess that you so desire. Just make sure you ignore the red paint that is located in and around the woodchipper itself. Woody's Woodchipper Emporium. Find us in the woodchipper section or give us a call at 1-800-CHOP-A-BODY.
Thank you, Woody's, for always being a great sponsor and a good sport and making sure people don't ask too many questions.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget as well that, of course, you got someone you want to nominate for the Golden Turds for any of our stories or wanting to appear on the show, make sure you do send us the details of the stories and we'll make sure that that story gets depending on the severity of the story, it could end up with something as simple as a tour of the Woodchipper Emporium, or they may be taking a one-way visit to the woodchipper itself.
It just depends on the severities. But a word from another one of our sponsors at Aura. Today's sponsor is Aura. It's my favorite time of year, spooky season. And what's scarier than any monster? Data thieves. This is where today's sponsor can help, Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital security system that offers peace of mind and tons of benefits. Like 24-hour monitoring of your credit and personal information so it doesn't end up on the dark web. It also has password protection, parental controls, and can even put an end to those pesky scam calls.
Hello?
I'm calling about your car's extended warranty.
And what's worse than a Nightmare on Elm Street? Identity theft. And Aura can help put a stop to that too. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial by using my link or scanning the QR code on the screen that you can cancel at any time. So click my link or go to aura.com/NCR and keep your personal data safe. That's aura.com/NCR or scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description box and start your free 14-day trial. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and we're going to segue right in to the popular segment of the channel, Morning Briefing.
Oh, roll that beautiful footage. I can't wait to see what Grady Judd has got to talk to us today. If you want to talk about anyone who's got aura, Grady Judd has got it in spades.
God, that man's got aura. That man just sits there and just aura farms, just doesn't have to do nothing. But here's the crazy thing. Morning Briefing was so crazy. We don't have one this week. We have two.
We might have to save the second one for our halftime show. What do you reckon?
We can do it. So let's start off with this banger.
Favorite cup of coffee. I have mine, and I'm drinking it out of VIP Dentistry, Dr. Angela Emmerich. She's in Oxford, Florida. That's up by the Villages. See, it's VIP. It should be VIT, very important teeth. Just thinking.
Pause.
They do great work.
Clearly, Grady Judd is not going to our favorite dentist, which is BSBT Dentistry.
I thought I told you we weren't actually just going to, we're just going to take the money, not use him.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, we have to give him a sacrificial lamb at some point.
That's why I sent him to Goats.
Did you send him Goat Boy?
Well, I did reference him to give a card for 50% off.
Ooh.
And at least a rub and tug.
Okay. Did Glen Syria go down as well? Maybe it's the other one.
It was Georgia Transparency.
No. I mean Glen Syria as well as Goat Boy.
Well. Maybe we can send them both next time.
I reckon we should. Carry on.
Enjoy some coffee. And if you need your teeth worked on, she'll work on them. If you have summer teeth, then she needs to work on them. You know what summer teeth are? Some are there and some are not.
That's
and,
good.
and to bring the sting home, let's bring it El Rosita.
All right. This is Rohun Dawson from Port Charlotte. He's 23. And I got to tell you, you can't make some stuff up. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are, but you're going to hear it anyway. The dude shows up at the sheriff's office for his polygraph because he's applying to be a deputy sheriff. And he really is excited about law enforcement. He wants to learn all about it. Well, of course, in the background process and preparing for the polygraph, we run a warrants check on him. He's got an outstanding warrant.
Whoops.
He wants to become a sheriff's deputy. Forgets he has an outstanding warrant. Goes to take the polygraph test. What do you think happens next?
Going off more than most Sizzlack, trying to cover up the fact that he was just checking out the women in the Sears catalog.
Pretty good answer.
You can't make this up. The dude's got an outstanding warrant for failure to appear for a citation on no driver's license more than 6 months. And he shows up here to take a polygraph because he wants to be a deputy. Well, he learned about law enforcement from the inside out. He arrived at the polygraph, left in handcuffs, went to the jail. Have a good day. Hello, everyone.
Wow.
Why does that feel like turning yourself in with extra steps? I mean, I'm not wrong, am I?
No, you're absolutely not. What is even more impressive about that as well is, there's a guy who's probably figured, you know what, maybe if I do my service, I might just get away with a few of the issues that have come up in my private life. Yeah, not today, champ.
I would have gotten away with it for you meddling kids and that damn dog.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the ceremonial coin.
Heads. I feel lucky today.
That was a good ring on that one. And you've picked correctly.
All right, folks. We're going to start off a little light this week. Florida woman captures raining monkeys at Springs. Video goes viral.
Hang on, catches monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued, yet suspicious.
Well, a Florida woman was doing a bit of kayaking at the Silver Springs State Park and happened to capture something that a lot of people don't expect to capture in Florida. But did you know that we have monkeys in Florida?
No, I did not.
A lot of people didn't realize that. But at some point, it begins to rain monkeys. Hallelujah. It's raining monkeys.
Oh, no. You didn't just go there, did you?
I did. And here's the beauty of it. We have the video. Are you ready for
Let's
a little
do
bit of
this.
are you ready for a little bit
Hang
of
on. Before we go, check out the freeze frame you got there.
I see that. I am about to do something naughty. I'm about to let it happen.
I know what's about to. I know what's going to happen. Actually,
Let's get busy.
Oh yeah. It's so big. Before we go down the rabbit hole of degeneracy, let's get to the monkey business.
A visit to a spring in Ocala turned into a safari for one woman who spotted some animals not native to the area.
Not talking.
Hold on.
This time.
My man's last name. And what we've been joking about. We are what, 8 minutes? Yeah, we're 12 minutes in, and I've broken Anthony. I think I can just call him tonight.
Only that, but how the smile on his face is like, how proud is he of himself? Honestly. It's just, if you want to talk about aura, this guy is farming without even trying.
Okay, my man is wearing a plaid sports outfit there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That is an ugly color scheme, but yet he is pulling it off. Because that's how much of a Chad he is.
Right. This guy is about as much of a Chad as Fernando Alonso, let's face it. Right. And you know what? Sarah looks quite pleased with herself, actually, doesn't she?
Well, she got to see what Frank was working with.
That's a very frank Willie.
Well, Willie is quite frank with you.
He is indeed. Carry on.
Right. We're talking about wild monkeys putting on a show of synchronized swimming. Dave Malkoff has the story.
Oh, that was smooth.
If you're wondering what that is, flying like a sack of potatoes from a tree in Ocala, Florida,
This is like crazy.
we'll let Trenda Kitchen tell you between fits of laughter.
And it's raining monkeys.
Hallelujah! It's
The
raining.
kayaker
monkeys.
says her peaceful ride through Silver Springs State Park was interrupted last week when a group of rhesus macaques began leaping from the surrounding
Why are
trees
you
into
looking?
the water around
What's
her.
we're looking at?
These are all monkeys
Frank's
jumping
cat.
in. I heard one jumped in right here by me. It was overwhelming excitement.
Kitchen told CBS News she hoped to see the monkeys, but did.
Okay, so thoughts so far?
Well, first off, she can't get excited about seeing the monkeys because the monkeys disbanded years ago.
Yeah, but Davy Jones is still putting out bangers.
Hey, there's only one real Davy Jones, let's face it, and he changed his surname to Bowie. Ooh, I went there, didn't I?
You did. You go there.
Oh, yeah, indeed. More to the point, this is madness. I mean, it's kind of cool, but wow, things I didn't expect to see.
I mean, Florida has a ton of wildlife, but who would have thought a bunch of macaques would be just roaming around?
Expect this.
I mean, I would because I have a huge macaque, but
Flipping
that's
out like this is crazy fun.
Rhesus macaques are an invasive species first introduced to Florida's ecosystem by a tour boat operator in the 1930s and have thrived at Silver Springs ever since. We met up with some primates at the Greensboro Science
That's a
Center in
big-ass
North
macaque right
Carolina.
there.
Jessica Hoffman thinks she knows what's going on here.
But of course, it had to be the biggest one. Had to be the black one.
Oh, stop it. Was his name also Frank?
Would you like to see what I can do, frankly?
Some primates do really just enjoy swimming. You know, like humans are one of them. We love to swim, right?
They're doing a cannonball too. Do a cannonball.
They kind of.
We share 93% of our DNA with these guys and 100% of our sense of adventure. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Well, that's an adventure I don't want.
Yeah.
That's completely.
Oh, that was a nice little light story to start off with.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know what was better about that story. The monkeys jumping in there. By the way, I got to say their diving form was poor. You wouldn't qualify for the Olympics for that.
Well, we can't get down there and train them.
No. Well, who says we can't send our the alligators down to help them out on it?
I mean, I think they're kind of like pissing in the face of the alligators. We're like, okay, guys, super nice diving, piss off the gators. Tiny Jim, if you get eaten, you're the sacrifice for the troop.
I mean, I don't know what was better, that fact or the opening scene of that news story.
Both were good.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Who is number 10 for the shit towns of Australia this week?
Well, now that I've managed to recover my body from the absolute fit of laughter that I was going through, I can confirm to you that number 10 for the shit towns of Australia for this week is Port Pirie, South Australia, still shit. Who's your number 9?
Number 9. We're going to need a little help from Troy.
Oh, you don't mean.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity!
Florida man goes on naked destruction spree in local neighborhood.
Oh, yes! Let's get some.
Last week, a naked Florida man named Joshua Neal Grossman went on a nude rampage throughout a neighborhood in Pinellas Park, Florida, which was located in the Tampa area. Grossman was captured was creeping through backyards, touching himself, and helping himself to whatever wasn't nailed down. He did while doing all this naked and free as a newborn.
So in other words, he was butt naked.
He was butt naked. Yes, he was butt naked. One neighbor, David Dale, got to see it all live in person when Grossman rang his doorbell in the middle of the night, opened the door, and there was a guy standing there, and he was stark naked, says Dale.
Oh, this is juicy.
But not only that, we have video.
Oh, no, we don't.
The fuck we do.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Multiple homes in Pinellas Park naked, and now neighbors are obviously on edge. The late night rampage happened on 97th Circle North in Pinellas Park. The man damaged homes, cars, and left neighbors shaken. News Channel 8's George MacArthur joins us live from Pinellas Park. I can understand why they're shaken up a bit.
Yes, Josh, quite a bit. Neighbors tell us not only did.
Why did her face like, oh, please? There was nothing to be afraid of with him.
Oh, why are we talking about a naked man being on edge?
He terrorized the neighborhood. He committed lewd acts in the process. Neighbors say this is something they can't unsee and should never witness in an area where children live and play. In this video captured from a neighbor's backyard camera shows a man walking through a backyard, exposing himself in a neighborhood in Pinellas Park.
Asleep and the doorbell rang. I answered the door and opened the door, and there was a guy standing here, and he was stark naked.
Police identified the man as Joshua Garrison, who neighbor.
Oh my God, it's him again. He's back. He's back from last week.
Oh my
but now
God,
we have the video.
Guy.
But now we have the video. This is perfect.
Oh my God. It's the same guy.
Look at what he did.
Whoa. What did that light ever do to him?
Significant damage to their homes and cars.
Threw a potted plant through my truck window and tore the lights off the front of the house.
But it doesn't end there.
He pulled this screen out, laid it down, attempted to get the window open, we guess, and couldn't, so then he goes back here.
Neighbor Tim Reichman says the man then ran to his backyard, touched himself in a sexual manner, and then tried to break into his home.
He went in.
Leave that dog alone, sir. You stay away from that damn dog.
What did that dog have? Oh, that's, oh no.
I want that hat. I want that hat.
That's a cool hat. That is a very cool hat.
You got the raccoon over there. Look at Hawaiian shirt. Looks like a Mai Tai. Just like, fuck yeah. honey, I'm going to be on the news. Get my fancy hat. No, the fancy hat with the raccoon.
To my shed, grabbed an axe, and came back onto the back porch. We don't know why he didn't use it.
Reichman says the man jumped over his 6-foot fence using a wood pile and even helps himself to a drink.
We see him open up the fridge, grab a bottle of beer and a can of soda. We have yard people, so I leave this unlocked so they can go in and get cold water and drinks out of my refrigerator. Cold one. Which unfortunately now they're not going to be able to do that.
That poor dog.
I feel bad for the dog, and I feel bad for the lawn crew now because now they can't get cold, tasty beverages.
I know.
What a
they can't get that. They can't get any beautiful Vaucluse bitter.
I know. It's part of the relief package we send down there. We know you don't drink, but you know somebody who does.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Who is your number 9?
Number 9 takes us to Wangaratta in Victoria, where a footy gronk has been busted riding an e-scooter while 4 times over the blood alcohol limit. Now, for clarification, when we say 4 times, we mean the rest of the nation where the limit is 0.05. In Victoria, it's currently 0.08, so he's nearly 3 times. And all we can say about him is he's got a little bit of a problem. A prominent Wangaratta sportsman who was caught more than 4 times the legal drinking limit on an e-scooter has been told to address drinking issues he believes he doesn't have. The 35-year-old man appeared at Wangaratta Magistrates Court on Monday, supported by representatives of his football club, to plead guilty to drink riding. The court heard on the 18th of May this year at about 4:15 p.m. Police intercepted the man on his e-scooter after he was spotted riding west along the Edward Street footpath without a helmet. He was breath tested and recorded a reading of 0.218, leading to an immediate license suspension and having his scooter impounded. The man told police he wasn't aware of the e-scooter alcohol restrictions and said he had drunk 3 stubbies. Yeah, bullshit, mate. Defense counsel Chirag Patel said his client was at the Wangaratta RSL for lunch earlier in the day and he'd been out drinking the night before. The defendant was a highly regarded member of the community through his football and work, and while he admitted to being a binge drinker, he didn't believe he had issues with alcohol, having said that he could handle his alcohol better than most.
What seems to be the officer problem?
Magistrate Dunn also found issue with the negligence of not wearing a helmet while riding the scooter over the limit, referencing Formula One driver Michael Schumacher as an example of what could happen if he was to hit his head at high speed. Oh, that hits me in the feels. As a Ferrari fan, to hear someone mention Michael Schumacher in that mention, that hits me in the feels. But yeah,
judge.
That is harsh. But yes, to this idiot here, honest to God, like what on earth are you thinking that you would get away with just being on an e-scooter? By the way, can I just say, e-scooters and e-bikes, have they become an absolute menace around where you live at the moment?
Well, I live in such a small town that we don't have to worry about them. But
you have seen areas where they are a menace.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I tell you now? E-scooters and e-bikes in metropolitan Sydney and Melbourne at the moment, massive problem.
Why am I not surprised?
Especially considering the power they can get. It's like it's enough that it could be considered to comparable in terms of power output to a Vespa. That shit you need a license for. So no. This guy here, yeah, you got an alcohol problem. Let's face it.
Hey, but remember that time you gave me all that crap for illegally gambling away half of our company stocks, but then I had to fight the Yakuza to get them back?
Yep.
It doesn't matter because that guy has an alcohol problem.
And you remember that time I stole all those towels from Sears? Well, you have an alcohol problem.
Remember that time me and you got drunk and released all those macaques into the children's fundraiser? Well, that's nothing because that guy has an alcohol problem.
And with that, who is your number 8?
Number 8 is a Florida woman. Florida woman is accused of reversing into an officer, leading to a high-speed chase from Coral Springs to Sunrise, Florida.
Okay, that well, reversed into a police officer and then took him on a chase.
Yes.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
There.
Oh, it did. So, a 23-year-old Florida woman named Tyrone Brian Reynolds is facing multiple charges, including assault on an LEO, after allegedly reversing her vehicle into a Coral Springs police officer during a traffic stop, fleeing from police on a multiple city high-speed chase that ended in Sunrise, Florida.
Jeez.
The Hernando Beach resident was driving eastbound on West Sample Road around 10:20 p.m. on October 11th. When officers observed her and allegedly commit several traffic violations. The officers then had her pull over and initiate a traffic stop inside of a 7-Eleven parking lot. That is when the officers alleged that Reynolds immediately tried to exit the vehicle, but was ordered back inside. That is when she decided to retrieve her paperwork, according to the records. According to the records also, in the arrest affidavit, the officer reapproached Reynolds from the front side of the passenger seat and alleged she reached into her bag on the floorboard, exited the vehicle, and fled on foot. Reynolds then allegedly got swiftly into her vehicle, reversed it, hitting an officer with the trunk in his hand. The officer jumped into his vehicle safely, thank God. But that's when all-out chaos starts. According to the reports, the officer drew his firearm and ordered Reynolds to stop, and instead, she fled eastbound, involving the police helicopter to follow her and track her down. As she hit the expressway on Coral Springs, where the Brevard County Sheriff's deputies later tried to stop her and did successfully stop her as she was trying to enter Sunrise, Florida. So she took them from Coral Springs all the way up to Sunrise. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
That's a lot of effort.
Now, here's the thing. There was a passenger who was identified who fled the vehicle before Reynolds fled the scene with police. And in the reports, they identified him as a slim-built black male, ages 20 to 30 years old, with pink fishnets covering his dreads. And that's where the story fucking ends. But I don't know why we needed that last part. Was it so necessary that we need to know that the man was wearing pink fishnets over his dreadlocks? But here's our Florida woman.
That's some intent in those eyes. She is hellbound on fucking shit up.
I am going to ruin so many people's days right now.
Yeah. She woke up this morning and chose violence.
That's the face that says, I'm beyond asking for your manager. I want your district manager. I want your GM. That is a Karen if you ever saw a Karen.
Oh, 100%. That is a Karen that would pick an argument with Judge Simpson.
And lose.
Yes.
Your turn, mate. Let's see if you can top that crazy bitch.
Oh boy, don't tempt me. Seriously, don't tempt me. In fact, I'm just going to do it anyway. Number 8 takes us to Capel in Western Australia, where Drongo's have been busted with a ute full. Oh my god. It's a ute full of stolen what? You want to guess, NCR?
Manure.
No.
Beer.
No.
Okay, last guess. Drop bears.
No. Copper.
Of course it was copper.
But here's the best part. They got the ute stuck on top of an anthill.
It's gotta be a big ass anthill.
One thought comes to mind straight away.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is simply amazing. 2 men allegedly attempting to flee from police have been stopped in their tracks by an anthill. The pair became bogged after the car they were in drove over an anthill at the Iuka Resources Processing Plant near Capel on the 10th of October. Police say they uncovered a large amount of stolen copper in the vehicle. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it strikes again. Stolen copper. The 33-year-old from Perth has been charged with trespass and stealing, while a 35-year-old man was charged with burglary, 3 counts of stealing, and trespass. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure that we're going to have 2 iterations of this, because NCR, guess where we're going right now?
Where?
It's time to visit the comments section.
Nice.
One person straight off the bat going, so what you're saying is that they aren't the sharpest tools in the box and shouldn't try any Louvre jewelry heists anytime soon?
Ooh.
That's brilliantly topical.
It is.
They got bogged in court. That must have been a bit anti-copper. Oh. They'll be out next week in advance to a 4x4 getaway. They were looking for a cop, found 2 of them. And that just dandy. That's a funny looking chopper.
I gotta wonder how big that fucking anthill was, man.
It's not that big. People will be able to see it. Someone else wrote it. It's not the copper they wanted. And it's an anti-climax after Copper's caught the antagonists with the copper.
I love the wordplay.
They got stopped by the anthill mob. Oh,
you wonderful, wonderful bastards.
They're officially part of the 40 PSI club. All that copper and no shovel. And of course, the usual line of people turning out and saying you can't park there.
Matt, you can't park there.
Nah. He's just there waiting for a mate. It is indeed their first rodeo. You can't park there, sir, said the Sarge ant.
Stop.
Oh. Oh, well played to the comments section. Well played.
Pat yourselves on the back, boys. Y'all did great.
Y'all did good with that performance. With that, who's your number 7?
All right. Number 7. Drunken Florida man steals fire engine from a hospital parking lot, crashes into a Lexus.
Alexis.
Yes. You know, I have to wonder something about that fire truck. When he stole it, did he have a certain mindset?
I'm intrigued where you're going with this.
Because we were all kids. We all loved it when they would bring the fire trucks to school. And we get to
totally.
Yeah, we got to play with them.
Yeah. And of course, you had all of the school mums, sort of swooning over the firemen as they're coming out of the truck as well.
Wearing the baggy firehouse pants, but yet wearing the tightest fucking t-shirts they could find. It's like,
yeah.
You got this in a medium? Okay, I need a small. Sir, I think a large would be more comfortable for you. I got that. I do, but I gotta take this thing to the school. Oh, say no more. Guys, small. We're throwing a bottle of baby oil for some reason for you, just in case. But no. You remember sitting behind the wheel of the fire truck, and the only thing that I can think of with this guy being behind the wheel
flirting
is
outrageously with a waitress, and it's okay because he's got a jack.
Well, it's not a jack, but it's still a powerful truck.
Yeah, but unfortunately, thankfully, he crashed into a Lexus and not a Jag. It is only a Lexus. The Lexus can cop it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh dear. Go ahead.
Tampa police on Thursday arrested a man accused of stealing a fire engine parked outside of St. Joseph's Hospital and then later crashed into an SUV while under the influence of alcohol. Warren Skolder, age 59, drove off in a Tampa fire rescue engine about 9:25 a.m. while firefighters were inside the hospital, according to the police department. Strucker then decided to crash into a Lexus SUV at the intersection of Martin Luther King Boulevard and McDill Avenue. He was so close to perfection by going to Orange Blossom Trail. Police caught up with him at the 4100 block at Popular Avenue. About 15 minutes later, blocked the engine and then arrested him. He is scheduled to appear in the Hillsborough courts, where he's facing charges of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, grand theft auto of emergency vehicle and equipment, grand theft auto leaving the scene of a crash with injuries, driving while under the influence, fourth offense.
Fourth offense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear God!
Fucking do it again.
And DUI with property damage. He is being held without bond and is scheduled to appear in court. But would you like to play Guess the BAC?
Let's see. I'm gonna guess 0.274.
You were close.
How close?
The first reading, 0.197.
Yeah, it's not that close.
The second was 0.177.
Yeah, I was well off.
Yeah, but you were still pretty close. I mean, I'll give you points. But yes, the driver of the Lexus was taken to the hospital where they are scheduled to make a full recovery. They have some injuries, but they will be okay. Moving on to your number 7, sir.
My number 7 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to Little Bendigo in Victoria. And we've got 2 stories for you out of this. First off, we're gonna have a quick shout out here for a particular story. because we've got a 16-year-old who's been caught riding a fucking e-bike on at 60 kilometers per hour on a highway. Oh my God. I was just complaining about this.
And it comes full circle.
And it comes full circle. A 16-year-old kid doing 60 kilometers an hour on an e-bike without a helmet on a highway. Ladies and gentlemen, my thoughts are right here.
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
And yet, yep.
He was on the highway.
Yep.
The highway to the danger zone.
Oh my God. We're going to have to, we need that as an asset now, don't we?
Danger zone.
Oh boy. And yet that is not even my main story. Because someone has done a shit Premier safe disposal bin outside the state electorate office of the Premier of Victoria in Bendigo.
Oh, God.
A provocative fake bin has been installed outside Victoria Premier Jacinta Allen's Bendigo electorate office in what appears to be a satirical political stunt. Styled like an official government drop-off box, the large blue bin features checkered police tape around the base and a sign reading "Shit Premier Safe Disposal Bin." It was placed directly outside the Premier's Williamson Street office, where she also serves as the state member for Bendigo East. The installation is believed to be the work of activist art collective The New Radicals, known for their bold and politically charged street art. A post shared to the group's Instagram account referred to it as a fake machete bin and described it as a latest work by local artists striking again. The bin's appearance follows a separate political protest in May, where a sealed package of cow manure was delivered to Premier Allen's Melbourne parliamentary office in opposition to the state's new fire services levy. That incident sparked widespread condemnation, with Allen calling the act disgraceful and referring the matter to the Speaker. The Bendigo bin stunt has not yet been formally acknowledged by the Premier or staff, and it is unclear whether the installation was placed with permission or how long it will remain in place. So for context for everyone here, everyone is up in arms because Jacinta Allen's decision on dealing with the current knife violence, especially knife violence mainly done by people brandishing machetes, is to set up a safe disposal bin for people to dispose of their machetes.
You'll get my machete from my cold, dead hands.
And ladies and gentlemen, because we love making a mockery of dumb decisions, here is that bin with the office in plain sight right behind.
You know, I just love the placement of where it's at, and then there's her picture.
Yep. Absolutely brilliant. And what it is, honest to God, one of the dumbest ideas I've seen all year. The idea that people will voluntarily dispose of their machetes in a disposal bin.
It's just going to make it easier to steal all the machetes then.
It is so stupid. Right. And this and the woman who made that decision is the Premier of Victoria. Dear oh dear. Well, yeah. Who's your number 6?
Number 6. If you got children, get ready to hold them, because this guy. Florida man arrested after toddlers' pictures with guns, beer, and marijuana go viral.
What the actual hell?
Yes. And normally I would play Larry, but he's such a he doesn't deserve Larry King.
We're off to Fox 13 Tampa?
No. We're going to Fox 35 Orlando for this one. And I'm not going to read the story. I'm just going to play their video.
Yeah.
Because what we're about to see.
A Glock handgun and then a beer bottle.
I don't know if you can see it right here so far. But there is a toddler right here holding a pistol. A toddler with a bottle of beer and a toddler with a huge bag of weed.
What the actual hell?
In the hands of his child. And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
Good evening. I'm Luann Sorrell, and this picture shows another child with a bag of marijuana. Fox 35's Chancellor Wynn is joining us live in Volusia County tonight. So, Chancellor, deputies say this father staged these photos.
Why does he look like he's just come out of American Psycho?
Maybe he read the book and it's like, you know what? This is going to be great motivation for my career.
Look at the hairdo on him.
All he is missing is a disposable raincoat and an axe.
Yeah.
And that's Patrick Bateman right there.
It is. It is 100% Patrick Bateman.
You know, some people say Huey Lewis and the News really didn't really hit their stride until their third album.
Yeah, investigators say that the father, he staged those photos while at least one of those girls was sleeping. Now, what's also interesting is the Department of Children and Families, they say when they went to that house, they went to the kid's room, and inside that room they found plywood walls, exposed wiring, and they say that the kids should not have been living in those conditions. So when you combine that with the photos the father allegedly staged, that landed him behind bars. He has since bonded out, but he is facing felony charges of child neglect.
An infant girl who's not even a year old can be seen holding a bag of marijuana, and the man crouching next to her is allegedly 27-year-old Taylor Knoop. He's not the little...
All right, Taylor Knoop.
Taylor Knoop, more like it.
You are a father.
Yes.
And you decide to post a picture with your child, who you already have living in uninhabitable conditions, with a gallon bag full of weed.
Scumbucket. Absolute scumbucket.
Wait for it.
Girl's father, but he is the father of this toddler, who you can see in this photo posted to Snapchat with a Glock-style handgun.
That's a real gun, mind
hands
you.
while she sleeps.
What the
Investigators
hell?
say the photo appears staged, along with this Snapchat photo of the same toddler with a beer bottle leaning up against her. Knoop allegedly told investigators he took the photo of his daughter with the beer bottle as a joke, but he denies taking the photo of his daughter with the handgun, claiming he was in the other room. Investigators say a woman who Knoop previously had a relationship with questioned him about one of the photos, to which Knoop responded, "You act like I care. It wasn't my kid. There were 4 kids in the home while
And how's that an explanation?
Yo, why should I care? It's not even my kid. Sir, a response.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Agreed. Absolutely agree.
DCF investigated, and those kids were given over to Knoop's family members.
Now, Knoop was arrested on Sunday, and again, he has bonded out, but he is scheduled to appear back in court later next month. Reporting live in Volusia County, Chancellor Wynn, Fox 35 News.
I just want to throw that motherfucker into a wood chipper.
You and me both, mate. You and me both.
Let's move on to your number 6, sir.
Number 6 before we hit the halftime segment, and we are off, ladies and gentlemen, to Ravenswood in Queensland, where a tourist has suffered a horrific injury after crashing her bike whilst being chased by magpies.
Damn
now
you
magpies! And now you know why I've done my subtitle the way I have. I just want to say straight off the bat, I hate magpies. I hate any sports team that is associated with magpies.
So, should I turn down the $5,000 check from the Orlando Magpies?
Yes.
Okay, Reg, burn that check.
I hate Newcastle United, who nicknamed themselves the Magpies. I hate Collingwood Football Club. I hate the Western Suburbs Magpies. anything to do with a magpie, instant hate. These are flying, swooping dicks. That's all that can be said about them.
Okay, then.
A tourist is struggling to eat and just wants to go home after a magpie attack left her with horrific facial injuries, a broken neck bone, and mounting hospital bills. Marcela Montalva Irarete, 30, said she was attacked by a magpie in Ravenswood, a remote gold mining town west of Townsville. Oh my God. NCR, play it.
All right.
The city of Townsville is under attack.
And it is under attack.
It is under attack by magpies. She's on a working holiday with her boyfriend, Christian Orden. Montalva from Chile told 7 News that she had borrowed a bicycle on a day off from work and was riding to the post office when she noticed the shadow of a bird overhead. I decided to ride to the post office about 2 kilometers away where I work and live. Halfway there, I was suddenly attacked by a magpie, lost control of the bicycle, and fell hard on the road, hitting the left side of my face on the concrete. The last thing I remember is the sound. The magpie was screaming. Then everything went black. Doctors later confirmed that she had multiple fractures of her cheekbone, orbit, and maxilla, as well as a rare fracture of the hyoid bone in her neck. They told me I was lucky to be alive, but she urgently needs facial reconstructive surgery as she's struggling to speak and eat properly. I'm in pain. I can't eat. I've already lost 4 kilos since Wednesday because I can't eat much. I can just eat baby food at the moment. I feel really sorry for this lady as well.
I do too.
Now, we do have some photos of her, and I have to say, it's a real shame because she looks like a lovely, lovely lady. And here's an example of her. Chilean backpacker, there she is doing a little bit of work on the side up in Ravenswood, which is on the outskirts of Townsville. She looks like a very, very pleasant lady.
She does. She looks very sweet.
Yeah. There's the scumbag, or a representation of the scumbag. Now, unfortunately, we do have photos of the injuries there, and they're pretty severe. I feel sorry for her. I genuinely feel sorry for her because, as I said before, magpies are flying dicks.
The dicks of the animal kingdom. The magpies.
They are. I hate you, magpies. I hate you, magpies. I hate you, magpies. I need to feel a little bit better after that. So with that, we're going to take our half time. And with that, NCR, I believe we've got part 2 to this afternoon, don't we?
Yes, we do. We have another morning briefing that was just so out there that we have to play it.
You have your favorite cup of coffee. I'm drinking mine this morning out of a cup that says Lakeland Barber Company. Well, actually, it doesn't say that. It just says LBC. But if you need a haircut, you can go there, cut your hair. All right, so here's the deal. This guy's driving down Interstate 4, pulling a trailer. Now, when he's driving down Interstate 4, pulling a trailer, he has failed to register it. So one of my really nice deputies runs the tag number and goes, "Really nice deputy, he has not registered that trailer." So we stop him. And we find out John Herlong, 53, from Seffner.
Herlong while hauling a trailer.
You can't make this shit up, can you?
Nope. Oh, Mr. Herlong, what did you do?
Over in Hillsborough County is driving the vehicle without the trailer appropriately registered. So you say to yourself, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is he's got an outstanding felony warrant, violent felony warrant, out of Hillsborough County. Now, don't you think if you had outstanding warrants, you'd want to make sure everything on your vehicle is correct? Not this guy. But he did tell the deputy, hey, I'm not messing with you guys in Polk County. I know what's happening here. I'm not trying to mess around, because I know in Polk County, if you mess around, Grady Judd's boys will get you.
So he's self-aware.
Yeah, but the problem is it's not going to help him so much, because we all know the golden rule of these kinds of things.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No.
I mean,
well, that's what happened. One of my very best deputies arrested him. He was a nice guy, but then he's used to the system. He's already been to prison twice for a total of about 13 plus years for violent crimes and all kinds of nonsense. He's got a long criminal history. John boy, just behave or you're going back to prison. You would think you're smart enough that if you have outstanding warrants, you shouldn't do things to draw attention to yourself. But it's always easier to arrest people when they do stupid stuff. Have a good day. Hello, everyone. It's time for morning briefing.
Do you see why he was just so self-aware of why he shouldn't be in Polk County?
Oh, boy. Why do that to yourself? Why do that to yourself?
Well, self, we got these outstanding warrants.
Let's move on now. Let's tee your number 5.
Florida man arrested with signs saying no drugs allowed on premises for drug trafficking charges.
Oh, dear God, seriously.
I'm 100% serious.
Was he on drugs as well as part of it?
Let's find out. But a Florida man with a no drugs allowed on the premises sign on his home was arrested for drug trafficking charges from the Hillsborough County Sheriff.
Oh, of course he was. Of course.
The Highland County Sheriff's Office said that they arrested John Weasley Mose, age 76, on multiple charges of drug trafficking after searching his home.
Oh, no.
The HCSO says the home on 935 South Donnellan Street had a sign on the front of the house that said absolutely no drugs allowed on the premises. With a search warrant, the detectives found 31.5 ounces of cocaine.
31.5 ounces.
Mm-hmm. Let me guess, you're turning it into real measurements?
Yes. So we're talking nearly 900 grams of cocaine. That's not a small amount.
Oh, we're not done.
Uh-oh.
36.1 grams of Oxycontin.
Oh, dear God.
442.2 grams of marijuana.
And the plot thickens!
Again, because we're not done. 17 grams of Xanax.
What's he doing?
5.6 grams of morphine. And 4.29 grams of methamphetamine.
Oh, my God.
They also said they found $20,000 in cash and multiple handguns.
Oh, get Mr. Mackey up here. Get him up here right now.
Mr. Mackey?
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. because drugs are bad.
Plot thickens!
Oh,
geez, we gotta get that under control. But wow. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy, that is insane. And he can't just simply claim, "Oh, I've just been confiscating from these people." Well, yeah, nah, I don't believe you.
Mose is in the Highland County's jail on multiple drug trafficking charges and has no bond, according to jail records. I don't have a picture of him, but I do have a picture of the sign.
Well, let's see it. I'm looking forward to this. How rough was this sign?
Nice,
it's been somewhat professionally done.
That's copper. That's a copper sign.
Oh, so no one's stolen it yet.
Well, then look. Money, drugs. I mean, my man, my guy. No. Who is your number 5?
Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. Number 5 takes us to Mariba in Queensland, where a Gronk has allegedly stolen a kayak, paddled to the house, stolen a Hilux, has hit the homeowner with the Hilux, bogs the Hilux, gets pulled out of the Hilux, and then gets bashed by the original owner. Sounds a bit like a story we've covered earlier tonight, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in. Detectives from the Tablelands Criminal Investigations Branch are appealing to locate the owner of the green kayak that is believed to be stolen, allegedly used in an armed robbery offence on the 14th of October. It is alleged that about 3 p.m., a 19-year-old Mariba man paddled to a Mariba Dimbola road property before attempting to steal a Toyota Hilux and becoming bogged shortly after. The homeowner, a 24-year-old Mariba man, approached the man in the vehicle before he was allegedly struck by the vehicle. The 24-year-old man then managed to pull the 19-year-old and then got into a physical altercation. The 19-year-old man was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. He has since been charged with 1 count of armed robbery and evasion. He was refused bail and is due to appear in Mariba Magistrates Court later today. They believe that the green kayak that was used was stolen and are appealing for its owners to come forward. And of course, with any kind of story like this, we really hope we get this, enjoy this for a while, because guess where we're going?
Set up a trip to 2 Tickets to Paradise, because we're going to the comments section, people.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Bom, bom.
Oh, indeed. Look, the old Walsh River kayak heisteroo. Yeah. That's a bit of a twist on paddling up Ships Creek in a barbed wire canoe. Someone wrote, canoe might have been the better option by the sounds.
It does.
It really does. Oh, at least the bloke didn't steal my tinny. What? No piracy charge?
Yeah, seriously. That's a valid question.
I mean, is he a regular pirate, or has he become a road pirate after that?
Maybe he could join the Straw Hat crew.
The bloke probably needs to watch the Dodgeball movie, because he would have learned the 4 Ds.
Nice.
He fell multiple times into his fist at a rapid rate. Yeah,
I didn't strike him, officer. He kept hitting himself against my own fist.
He just put himself in a position where he ended up putting his head into my fist, and at that point, it's his own fault. Oh, someone just basically said out, what a bloody tip rat. That's beautiful. That is seriously beautiful. Oh, that's too good. That is too good. Oh, let me ask you, who's your number 4?
I can top your number 5 with my number 4.
Yep.
Florida man and cook cuffed after stealing secret recipe from restaurant.
Okay, this is rare.
Now, I could just read the story, but
Yeah.
the fine folks at Local News 10, we have a video.
Excellent.
He's accused of cooking up more than dinner. A local line cook is now behind bars.
Pause.
And you won't believe.
How smug does he look?
He looks pretty smug, but he's got nothing on Frank Willie.
Oh,
Even she's got that look like, you're no Frank Willie.
yeah, you're right.
You're no Frank Willie.
Oh, let's do it.
But he tried to swipe from the restaurant where he worked. And Local 10's Sanella Sabovic is live in Doral with this very unusual crime alert tonight. Sanella.
That's right, Calvin and Nicole. Apparently, the chef was doing more than cooking here at this Venezuelan restaurant in Doral. Police say that he stole some necessary and important items from this place that they need to conduct their day-to-day business.
Let the man
chef
cook.
Apparently cooking up some.
Look at her.
Let the man cook.
You know, I think I know what's running through his mind right now. And it's highly appropriate.
I know I shouldn't eat thee, but sacrilegious.
Can I just point out as well?
Yes.
Point out as well. Is that 3 chins he's got?
That would be a neck, but that's a chin. That's a chin. And that looks like it could be the start of a chin right there. So 3.
How does he breathe through that?
With 11 herbs and spices.
He looks like he's wearing the 11 herbs and spices across his face.
I promise I not steal from the colonel. The colonel he is safe. I know steal from the colonel. I can do that voice. I'm Mexican. I can do that voice.
Behind bars, all allegedly over stolen cookbooks. 50-year-old Carlos Gottberg is accused of swiping 3 recipe books from the Mordisco restaurant in Doral where he worked. According to an arrest form, those recipe books contained instructions specific to the business related to menu items used in the day-to-day operations. After looking at in-kitchen surveillance, staff found out that Gottberg swiped 2 recipe books on October 12th and another on October 19th. Gottberg was arrested Monday night a few blocks away at a second restaurant he worked at, a smoothie and sandwich shop. Witnesses there.
So you work at a Venezuelan steakhouse, more than likely, to downgrade yourself to go work at a smoothie and sandwich shop after you have stolen priceless cookbooks. Should you be working your way up?
Priceless cookbooks, that we should point out, is actually intellectual property.
Ooh, that's copyright. You know who he should call? I think they need to call. I think the restaurant needs to call Randy, Mr. Randy S., the unhinged attorney, to sue this man for intellectual property theft.
I mean, can we just make the point that his name is Randy Newman? I mean, I don't feel like I've got a friend in him. Let's be honest.
That's. Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, as long as you're sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Doral officers came in to arrest him, and that Gottberg appeared very calm. Police say he confessed to the thefts and was charged with theft of trade secrets. He appeared in bond court this afternoon.
Gave him back one of the books, I guess. It was in a moped in a storage box, so we gave that one back.
On a
The
moped.
judge ordering him to stay away from the restaurant and
Pretrial alternate bond $2,500.
Oh, pause.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Pause. Go back. Go back.
That was Judge Glazer.
It's Judge Glazer.
Alternate bond 20.
Oh my God, that is
away
so
from the
awesome.
restaurant and
Pretrial
Oh, Judge Glazer. I don't wanna
alternate
get-
bond $2,500. Have a nice day.
So why Gottberg decided to swap those recipe books in the first place is still unknown. We have asked police that question. At this moment, he still remains behind bars.
He just wanted to cook. He just wanted to be his own personal chef.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, all right. My man Cornflake got the spirit. He a little confused, but he got the spirit.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he got the spirit. Yeah, he got the spirit. Yeah. And a little bit of hustle. Yeah.
A little bit of hustle. But all lose is when we find out that the cookbook was hidden inside of a moped.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Who is your number 4, sir?
Oh, number 4 is going to make everyone sick here at the moment, and I think you're going to have to get Bubbles on here very shortly because we're off to Logan in Queensland. Oh, dear, oh dear. 5 people have been hospitalised after eating takeaway contaminated with rat poison.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
And of course, it could only happen in a cesspool that like Logan, honestly. Queensland Health have issued an urgent warning after linking homemade goods available in the Logan community to poisonings that saw 5 people, including a child, rush to hospital last week. The patients all had symptoms consistent with ingesting Brodifacoum, the active ingredient in rat poison. It inhibits vitamin K, which is essential for blood to clot. It can cause bleeding-related complications if ingested by humans. These products Queensland Health has urged people to be aware of 2 homemade unlabeled products that may be circulated in the local community. These products are, and I quote, a homemade capsicum and chili paste and a homemade marinated eggplant containing a capsicum and chili paste. These items may have been purchased or gifted in the Logan area from mid-September 2025 onwards. If people have these products at home, they should be thrown away immediately into the bin. 3 of the 5 people who presented at hospital had consumed these homemade products. Now, this level of poisoning can present with bleeding-related symptoms that cannot otherwise be explained. These include bleeding gums, unexplained bruises, blood in urine or stool, and swelling of joints. As a public service, if people believe they may have consumed the identified products in Australia or are experiencing bleeding that cannot otherwise be explained, they should visit their local GPs, local satellite health centre, or urgent care clinic for testing, or call 13 Health for further advice. Now, given that Australia had been going through, the nightcap beef Wellington poisoning incident, it's a little bit disconcerting that other stories come up involving people being fed poison in their food unwittingly.
Seriously, what's up with you guys and poisoning people with food?
I cannot explain it. I dead set just cannot explain it. And what's worse, they do actually, as a further public service announcement, we do have a photo of said capsicum chili paste. If you see something that looks like this, throw it out.
Just do yourself a favor.
Because I can tell you now, the last thing you want to do is to see blood in your stool. That stuff's not pleasant.
It is not.
No. Time to move on to our medalist now. Who is your bronze medalist?
Oh, this one's a doozy. But Florida woman and TikTok influencer is arrested after stealing $500 worth of items from a Target and posting her stolen U-Haul on TikTok. Sorry, her stolen haul on TikTok from a previous arrest in 2024. Stealing another $500 worth of items from the said Target.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, you know how I feel about TikTok.
Yep.
You know how I feel about influencers.
Yep.
We have both with stolen items, and we have the video. So, we're going to let South Florida NBC6 take it over from here.
Oh, let's do it.
Media influencer from Florida is accused of not only shoplifting from Target, but posting the haul on TikTok. Cape Coral police arrested Malena Velez back in October. They say the 22-year-old stole about $500 worth of items by scanning false barcodes with cheaper prices.
Okay. You are an influencer. You're stealing from Target. Why?
Weak.
And you're in South Florida. There are a lot of stores you could steal from. That would be like, okay, that makes sense. Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, Hugo Boss. I mean, there are tons of high-end stores. You can just walk up in, stick a couple of purses, a couple of wallets in your handbag. Nobody's going to be the wiser. But from the Target, come on, man.
No, you're going to think of the area. It's Target.
Oh, yes. The bougie upper crust version of Target. Target.
Yeah. Target.
Police posted a photo of the suspect after they were called to the store to investigate the theft. That's when tips just
do we really need the ass
from
shot?
The public.
And even find on TikTok,
Can you be a proper
that day
female
of herself going to
influencer
Target,
without
buying these
showing your ass
items,
shot?
and then taking them home with her? Everything was documented, even the outfit that she wore. It shows like her getting ready with the outfit, and even her glasses, and
Okay,
all of that
guys,
matches in the TikTok with the.
Let's get ready with me. So we're gonna steal from Target today. So first off, I want to use this face cream. It's very nice. It's a really good moisturizer. It really helps take the shine off the cameras when you're shoplifting.
And to just help distract you while I actually go and steal stuff, here's some photos of me walking around with my ass in these jeans that I may or may not have stolen.
Now, look, I wanted something loose, but yet something also to show off my nice perky butt. So these jeans are just perfect for that.
Attempt to identify photo that we put out.
According to the probable cause affidavit, Velez told police she didn't remember stealing from Target, but confirmed she was the woman seen in the store's security video. She is charged with petty theft.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's amazing. That is just simply amazing.
Well, here's the funny thing, and this is why I said I think it's funny that she stole from Target. Her TikTok has 360,000 followers.
And all 360,000 people now know you're a crook.
I mean, you could be making some decent money from that, man. You more than likely you have some sponsorships. More than likely, you're working with other brands.
She doesn't have aura. Let's face it.
Yeah, she doesn't. Aura would not accept you, darling. You are a horrible person for Aura. They only want the finest of people, and you're not one of them.
Exactly.
That's why they sponsored me and a show that we talk about dicks a lot.
Especially ones that are frank.
Well, let's not be too Frank Willie here. Moving on to year number 3. Who is your bronze medalist, sir?
Oh, guess what? We're off to the Sutherland Shire in New South Wales, and it doesn't involve a certain McDonald's down the road.
Oh, thank God.
We are not going to Engadine, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to Engadine Macca's. But I do believe... Oh, you know what? I've just remembered that someone has actually put a plaque on a bin outside that Macca's, and it says, and I quote, "It was at this spot in the evening of the 20th September 1997 that Scott Morrison defecated in his pants when the Cronulla Sharks lost the Super League Grand Final to the Brisbane Broncos 28-8. Someone has actually put that up on outside the Engadine McDonald's. That is actually not the story, though, would you believe?
Okay, but what is the story?
Drunk driver blows 7 times the limit while picking up her kid from daycare.
What?
A Sydney woman has been charged with high-range drink driving after allegedly blowing a BAC of, would you like to guess?
0.37.
0.359.
Damn, I was close.
A 43-year-old woman declined medical assistance at the scene, was breath tested by police. She returned that positive result, then returned the result of 0.359. I just want to point out for ladies and gentlemen, a blood alcohol content of 0.4 is considered potentially fatal. She was in the process of picking her kid up from daycare in Gymea Bay.
God damn it.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
It's true.
It's damn true. Who's your silver medalist? Yes. Yes. Really.
All right. Florida man claims to be Trump employee and threatens to kill cops after hit and run arrest.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. So, we have a Florida man who tells police that he allegedly works for Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, mind you. Not Donald Trump, the businessman, but the President Donald Trump.
Rightio, mate.
Gets into a car wreck, threatens to kill officers.
Yeah.
Uses racial slurs, uses an unconventional weapon, and catches multiple charges.
Fuck around and find out.
A North Palm Beach man, David Scarlott, age 34, has become aggressive, combative, while officers were confronted him Sunday about a hit-and-run crash. According to the probable cause affidavit, David refused to answer questions and declared he didn't need to cooperate because he worked for President of the United States. Now, here's the funny thing. When officers arrived to his home at Huckleberry Lane, David allegedly reeked of alcohol, hurled racial slurs at the cops, and in a quote saying, "Fuck you, you fucking N."
Classy.
And I'm willing to bet with a hard ER at the end. Because he just seems like that kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
He repeatedly shouted that, according to the arrest affidavit. Moments later, he pointed a lit cigarette close to the officer's face, inches from burning the officer's cheek. Because why not, Florida man? Why not?
Jeez.
It then escalated by him allegedly threatening the officers and their families. I'll beat you, your family, before yelling, fuck the cops, and you pigs have nothing else to do. Disturbing nearby residents, according to police. David then also resisted arrest. He then also became combative during transport, began banging his head on the patrol window, yelling, take these cuffs off me so I can wipe the floor with you. He allegedly told the officer, you shouldn't be a cop while in a white neighborhood.
Jeez, classy.
Oh, we're not done.
How are we not done with this?
Inside the holding cell, he began to spit on officers after asking to speak to a sergeant. Continued to post threats to the officer saying, if I was free from these handcuffs, I'll make sure you don't make it home to your family.
Sergeant,
get me a lieutenant. At one point, David then boasted about his supposed connection to Donald Trump and warned the officer that he would end up unemployed if they didn't release him.
Oh.
Court records show he was granted a $25,000 bond for the battery charges, $5,000 bond for the resisting arrest, and a $10,000 bond for composing threats towards law enforcement. It has not been confirmed whether he remains in custody as of Wednesday, but I'm willing to bet he is. Now, would you like to see our charming Florida man?
Let's see this fine, upstanding citizen.
Well, if Anime Ape would stop trying to sell us fine products.
Well, yeah. It. Yeah. Fits the bill.
Why looking at him, you just looking at him, it's like, he says it with a hard ER at the end of every time, everything.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's something joyful and boisterous, it's going to be a hard ER at the end.
Yeah. Scumbucket.
Truly scumbucket.
Yeah.
Who is your silver medalist, sir?
Our silver medalist takes us to Catherine in the Northern Territory. First off, we've got an honorable mention. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the article for this, but allegedly some kids in Catherine were found playing with a used condom found in a hot spring.
Ew.
Yes. But our story, this is going to be, get R. Kelly ready, because some dead shits have stolen some ammo from an armory along with some guns, and they vandalized an emergency services vehicles and equipment. And you know what they probably did as soon as they stole those guns.
And so I pull out my gun.
Yes. Yes, they did.
The Northern Territory Police Force is seeking information following an aggravated burglary that occurred in the vicinity of the industrial area in Catherine East over the weekend. At about 8 a.m., Northern Territory Police received reports that 2 buildings, including an armory and a government facility, were unlawfully entered by 4 unknown offenders. Inside the armory, the offenders allegedly stole a quantity of ammunition and guns. A Northern Territory Emergency Services building was also unlawfully entered, with multiple items stolen and extensive damage caused to vehicles and equipment, severely impacting volunteers' ability to respond to emergencies. Crime scene has been established, high-quality CCTVs have been obtained, and investigations are ongoing. Anyone who has information about the incident should call 1300-444 or Crime Stoppers on 1-800-333-000. Yes, there's going to be about 4 guys wandering around Catherine in the Northern Territory with military-grade weapons. I feel entirely safe right now.
As you should.
Who is your gold medalist?
Florida man threatens to stab neighbor and eat her dog, deputies say. Hopefully telling officers that he's going to beat her when he gets out of jail.
Classy.
Oh, yes. A Gainesville, Florida man and Pomona County Sheriff's deputies say they arrested him after he threatened his neighbor with a knife. Deputies arrested Mir Cadillac, age 61, for aggravated assault charges. They say the 61-year-old confronted his neighbor while she was walking her dog on the public path adjacent to his property. According to the victim, he claimed the public path was his property and threatened to eat her dog if she trespassed again.
What the hell?
Deputies also reported speaking to him about the property dispute. They left believing that the incident had been resolved. But an hour later, they get a phone call from the victim saying that he went upon their property and began threatening her family with a knife. While in jail, on the way to jail, he had told a deputy that he was going to beat the victim when he got out of jail. He was booked on a $5,000 bond. Now, I have our Florida man.
Let's see this. Let's see this.
This is the most stereotypical Florida man you will ever see.
That looks like if William H. Macy went off the rails.
It looks like he's the illegitimate love child of Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan.
You know what? That's not far off, actually.
I mean, think about it. He's got Roddy's eyes. He's got Roddy's forehead. Hogan's stash.
Hogan's receding hairline.
The messy hair.
Yeah.
All he's needing now is a local radio DJ's wife to have a naughty tape with.
And some racial comments as well.
Oh, well, come on, man. It's a Florida man. You know he's going to say some racial shit.
Of course. I'll be disappointed if he didn't, to be honest.
Who is your number one and gold medalist, sir?
Get King Shark ready. Because if you thought your one was bad, I'm going to take a right royal dump over you and win this week.
Okay.
My shittest town for the week ending the 26th of October 2025 is Bunbury in Western Australia, where a dickhead has been sentenced after shooting and burying his neighbour's dog for barking.
Okay.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
A Bunbury court has heard distressing details of how an elderly man shot his neighbour's dog and buried its body in a plastic bag. Stanley J. Clemens, 74, pled guilty in Bunbury Magistrates Court to 16 charges relating to stealing, destruction of property, the unauthorised use of a firearm, and failing to safely store a firearm. He was given a fucking suspended sentence and a $5,000 fine. He should be in jail. The court heard he shot a 3-year-old Chihuahua named Pablo and hid the body. Owners Ken Hopper and Alana Wright first contacted police in July when Mr. Hopper came home to find no dog but a pool of blood and an empty bullet shell. The court heard how police visited Clemens' South Bunbury home on many occasions and seized multiple firearms and ammunition, which were found both under his bed and on his bedside table. He entered the home, collected his .22 caliber handgun before he entered the shed, took a ladder, placed it on the fence, and climbed over. CCTV inside captured the black Chihuahua bark, walk out the rear dog door. It stood at the other side of the gate and continued barking before the guy shot him dead. He, Clemens, according to Mr. Chapman, who's the defense lawyer, recently retired 18 months ago, things have escalated in relation to the dog. On this occasion, it became too much for him, which resulted in the killing of the dog.
Okay, you shot the dog. Did you not see the documentary John Wick? You never hurt somebody's dog.
You don't do it. You do not do it. And I mean, I know Chihuahuas get yappy sometimes, but look at him.
He's adorable. He wants cuddles.
He gets a bit yappy because he just wants some attention. He just wants you to pick him up, give him a cuddle, give him a pat on the head, and once you give him attention, he stops yapping. That's what Chihuahuas do. Get over yourself, you bloody piece of shit. And you know what? Because I love a good naming and shaming and some embarrassment, there he is, Stanley Clemens, walking with his defense lawyer.
You fucking piece of shit.
Absolute degenerate. In sentencing, Magistrate Joanne Andrecht said Clemens should have been aware of the responsibility that came with owning firearms because of his involvement in gun clubs. Having left guns lying around effectively in arsenals, putting the community at risk. In relation to the defense of Pablo, she said Clemens has gone to great lengths to, and I quote, dispense of the dog. I can understand it can be frustrating when a dog is behaving in that way, but the reality is you climb the fence into the neighbor's property, the dog has come out of the house, and you have dispensed with it. That's what I found to be reprehensible and horrifying that someone would do that. People who own animals love them. In circumstances like this, that would have had a significant impact on them. Mr. Hopper said he was really disappointed with the outcome. A decent fine or anything would have been fantastic, not just a slap on the wrist. Not just a slap on the wrist. And you know what? Ken Hopper, I agree with you 100%. A suspended sentence and a $5,000 fine is too light for this. The guy unalived a dog.
I believe he deserves to be strapped down and have things put inside him.
Possibly. Or I've got an alternative, NCR.
What's that?
Wood chipper.
Yeah, that would be fitting.
So, congratulations, Clemens. Not only are you winning the Golden Turd of the Week, you're also getting a complimentary trip to your very own wood chipper with courtesy of Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium.
You've earned that. You've earned that trip, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have come to the end of another week with another episode. NCR, I'm happy to say, I think at this point, I'm more than happy to give you the MVP award for the gentleman with some incredible hustle, the chef.
Indeed.
If you think either of us have won, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to leave your appreciation to the man, the myth, the legend that is Frank Willie.
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
And on that note, I am NCR News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.